I look at the open for inspection, the best way I can explain it, it's pretty much, I say a virtual listing presentation, but to potential sellers, to new incoming business, in my opinion, the open for inspection ought to be your audition in an attempt to win their business. That is tens of thousands of dollars are spent in making their office environment state of the art and very attractive. You come in through the front door and some of these offices just look absolutely spectacular. Then I ask, well, how many of your potential sellers visit your real estate office prior to signing an agency agreement? And of course, the number to that is fairly negligible. Then I ask, how many potential sellers visit an open for inspection prior, maybe not yours, but an open for inspection prior to listing their property for sale? And then everyone says, oh, well, just about all of them. And then I say, well, how much do we spend or invest in the open for inspection? And the answer that I get is not a lot. And I say something is drastically wrong here. We've completely missed the point. Our point of sale happens to be at the open for inspection. The only thing, what's the only problem that you can possibly think of, Glenn, that's wrong with show bags?
I don't know. No, you got me, mate. We loved it and it worked nicely. But
Well,
I don't know. Is it a bit more? Is it a bit unprofessional, possibly?
Well, ever since I was a kid, I can tell you now, show bags are full of shit. Questions I'm asked most often is what goes in the show bag. So I've actually dropped the word show bag because I just think that people think they've got a jam packet, basically, and I hate to use the word, with shit. And I've said, no, that's not the point. We've got to look at this, I believe, from a much more professional angle. We have these two information packs. One is for people that are buying in the market. The other is for those that are considering selling their property. Which would you like? So game day, how does it work? What's the most important thing? How do we actually make sure that we filter those sellers out? Good afternoon and welcome to our open for inspection. My name is Fred. I have an information pack here for you. Are you buying or selling at this time? The fortune is actually in the follow-up on a Monday morning. So I'll just ask you to role play this with me, Glenn. I say, cool. Hello, Glenn, is it?
Yeah, it is. Speaking.
Hi, Glenn. Mark from Catch and Kill Your Own Real Estate. Look, you came through an open for inspection that we had on the weekend. I just want to check that our records are right. Now, you were selling, weren't you? In the main, it's an unobtrusive way. It's not direct. It doesn't upset what we call the Australian way. So here's the dialogue. Good morning, Jane. We're following up an open for inspection. You attended at Devilgate Drive. It won't take a minute. You were selling, weren't you? I just want to see that our records are right. You were selling, weren't you? It really is that simple. Well, see, I believe that the real estate office, as we know it, is pretty much a dead duck. You can kiss it goodbye. And the new shopfront is indeed the properties that we are selling. So when I say to you that, the real key now is for us to focus on how we bring that shopfront across to the property seller inside of the open home. You've got to start looking at the open for inspection as a virtual listing presentation.